Hey everybody, I wanted to make a follow-up video because things have developed a little more on the moving situation, and I know a lot of people have been waiting with bated breath for more info, and updates have been slow to come, but I'll just give you the play-by-play so you can kind of see where we are right now. But before I do, I wanted to send a huge thank you to everybody who's been so supportive in all of your messages to me, and a lot of very generous donations while I've been streaming, and a viewer even set up a GoFundMe, and it's all been it's taken a huge weight off of my shoulders, so thank you all so much. If you are at all interested in contributing to those, I'll have links in the description. You don't have to. Honestly, it's very wonderful, but if you don't have any financial means to support, just go watch some of my old videos. That's a huge way to help support me, because unfortunately not being able to make videos has also made me very unable to really make money to like buy groceries and that sort of thing. So it's kind of a 1-2 punch with what's been going on. But anyways, moving company update. So when last we left off, when I last ended my video, it was on the silver lining that the broker was starting to get involved again. And I think that is starting to bear some fruit. I think that they at first were kind of hesitant because it probably just sounded like we were like, hey, we don't want to pay as much for this move. And then after we explained our situation, it began to sound more like, okay, maybe there actually is some issue. So they ended up putting some pressure on the movers to produce documentation of what the charges were and what they are and where they came from. Shortly after this, and mind you, the movers have not gotten any information back to the broker, but the broker's been pestering them, and then they contact us, the movers contact us, and they're like, oh, yeah, so we carefully reviewed our stuff, and it looks like you in fact actually don't owe us $3,700. You only owe us $2,700. We found a clerical error. $1,000 clerical error, guys. $1,000? Do you accidentally overpay your phone bill by $1,000? Like, you would think there would be some sort of system in place here to protect that from happening. So part of me thinks that, oh, this is them backtracking in order to not get caught by the broker. They finally got the actual itemized list of stuff, but they left out, conveniently, a very important list of all the packages and how much they weigh and stuff, because they're supposed to be having all of this stuff on record, and the moving company, and when I say they've been taking their time, I mean it took them 3 business days to send them the first set of information, and we still haven't heard back about the actual list of the weighted items. What are they called? The weight tags, something to that effect. And they're gonna go over that and make sure that they're not, just jacking up the weights in order to charge us more. Okay, I'm not gonna go too far into things because I need to do more research on my end as far as what the situation is. But essentially, this is basically it was like a fixed estimate, a binding estimate. And that means that basically if the weight goes up, as long as the items are there that we said were there, they shouldn't be charging us any extra. Now granted, we did have a few extra things on the side that they can and should charge us for, but it looks like they may in fact be charging us more based on the weight of the items, which is not how things are supposed to work. Also, they didn't follow a lot of the lawful practices required of this sort of thing. Like, for instance, jacking up the price after things were loaded onto the truck. That's a big no-no, at least according to what I've been researching. So after they dropped the $1,000 clerical error, that made us above the 50% line of having paid 50%, I guess, which is great. They're no longer holding it from us. They are in the process of loading our things onto a truck, and they will begin driving it out to us. They said it should be here next week. Now, that does still leave us with a slight dilemma of them wanting $2,700 from us upon delivery, which my parents are actually lending, my wife and I, Amy and I, are lending us money to, get these guys to unload the truck. And then, well, I mean, I'm going to have to pay my parents back eventually, slowly but surely. And that's what it's looking like. The donations are going to be assisting with, basically. It looks like things are probably going to work out. What shape things are going to be and when they arrive, I don't know, because the reviews for this company are all they're all either 5-star or like 1-star, and everybody's saying that they broke everything. So luckily we have insurance that should cover some of the damage. I have no idea what things are going to look like, and I think that that's something that I'm gonna have to make a video about. Maybe a video going through my games and making sure they're all there and seeing what kind of shape they're in. Let me know if you guys would be interested in that sort of thing. And I've also been thinking of live streaming the unloading of the truck, because I feel like having an audience there might help me keep things professional, might help keep them professional, because I would hate for them to get here, be angry that they couldn't fleece us for an extra $1,000 and just start throwing boxes out of the truck, I don't know if they would, but based on what I've read, I wouldn't put it past them. So, yeah, if you guys are interested in a live stream of that, let me know and I can see what I can do. Knock on wood, everything will be here. Best case scenario, everything will be here next week and everything will be fine and dandy, and I'll probably go away for a few days while I put things together and make a official room look acceptable, and I can stop doing these videos from within my office. Oh yeah, here's another update. Thanks to patrons on Patreon, a check came through and I was able to get a webcam and get some extra cables and stuff and get things set up in my editing room. This is actually my editing room. This is going to be my voiceover booth right here behind me. And as of right now, this is how I'm streaming. So that's been really helpful. So I'd like to thank all of the people who've been supporting me on Patreon, because without them, I would still be sitting here alone, camping in an empty house. So, and because I've been able to stream and play some games again, I'm feeling a little bit more like myself. I hope you can kind of see that in me as well. I feel like Superman. He gets his strength from the sun, and I get my SuperDerek strength from playing RPGs. And I feel like that was the last few videos have been me in a very uncomfortable situation, and it's still kind of an uncomfortable situation. Mind you, this is the 14th. We moved into this house on the 1st. This is 2 weeks without our stuff. This is actually a little over 2 weeks because they picked up on the 27th of August. So we've been away from all of our comforts for nearly 3 weeks now. It's been bad. And I wonder what they're gonna... I hope that I can do something to recoup some of our costs in this, because of the fact that they've basically been like holding our stuff for $1,000 clerical error on their part. That's been keeping me from doing my job. Yeah, that's gonna be something that they're gonna have to I don't know, do something for customer service, if they even care about customer service. I don't know if they do or not. Anyways, I feel like this is probably getting a little bit long, but I would like to, again, thank everybody who has been supportive so much in these comments. The moral support, the financial support, everything has just been, it's been making my life a lot better than it has been up to that point. And I'm so glad that I decided to put together those videos to sort of vent and seek advice. The advice that I've been receiving has all been really great. I've had a couple of lawyers reach out to me and provide some guidance. They can't practice in the state, so it's not anything like legal representation or anything, but they've definitely helped me. They've pointed me at like places maybe I should look, and that's been really helpful. Anyways, this is getting too long. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you guys next time, hopefully very soon. Let me know if you guys are at all interested in these other possible videos I just talked about. And hopefully we'll get back to some JRPG related content soon. Alright guys, see you soon.